It was drawn. It was drawn. Tomorrow I will write a letter to my friend. Tomorrow I will write a letter to my friend. Developer 3 is not late in the morning. Developer 3 is not late in the morning. They swim in the pool every day. They swim in the pool every day. Her stepdaughter is an environmentalist. Her stepdaughter is an environmentalist. Rarely wear. Rarely wear. You go to school, I go to school. You go to school, I go to school. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to the gym tomorrow. You should always use sunscreen to protect your skin. You should always use sunscreen to protect your skin. They criticized themselves for poor performance. They criticized themselves for poor performance. By the end of the year, I will have visited 5 different countries. By the end of the year, I will have visited 5 different countries. His brother-in-law is a joker. His brother-in-law is a joker. Same kind of. Same kind of. He would not come next year. He would not come next year. Do you like taking pictures? Do you like taking pictures? The supermarket sells fresh fruit and vegetables. The supermarket sells fresh fruit and vegetables. Will I be injured? Will I be injured? We went to the beach to enjoy the sun. We went to the beach to enjoy the sun. I wish I hadn't sold his old car. I wish I hadn't sold his old car. I'm going to a party this weekend. I'm going to a party this weekend. Do you want help with this? Do you want help with this? Can you give information about the subject? Can you give information about the subject? Sorry for the complete absence of flavor. Sorry for the complete absence of flavor. You didn't threaten. You didn't threaten. You will have a great time at the party. You will have a great time at the party. Should you buy the assistant soon? Should you buy the assistant soon? He likes to listen to music while cooking. He likes to listen to music while cooking. What is your dream? What is your dream? They don't climb every year. They don't climb every year. Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer? Is there any candy in the cupboard? Is there any candy in the cupboard? Have you ever bought shoes? Have you ever bought shoes? It was a lifesaver 4 centuries ago. It was a lifesaver 4 centuries ago. What do you think? What do you think? They adopted a dog from the animal shelter and named him Max. They adopted a dog from the animal shelter and named him Max. Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? I have to finish reading this book for my book club. I have to finish reading this book for my book club. Can they appreciate? Can they appreciate? We need to test this plan before we implement it. We need to test this plan before we implement it. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Did he try now? Did he try now? She takes yoga classes on Tuesdays. She takes yoga classes on Tuesdays. What is your phone number? What is your phone number? Students will present their projects to the class. Students will present their projects to the class. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Is my brother-in-law a therapist? Is my brother-in-law a therapist? When is your next lesson? When is your next lesson? Have your dinner early. Have your dinner early. Our grandchildren are chemists. Our grandchildren are chemists. They pushed themselves to the limit. They pushed themselves to the limit. You have to trade at night. You have to trade at night. He stands by the door. He stands by the door. I feel like I'm in a dream. I feel like I'm in a dream. They must wear seat belts while driving. They must wear seat belts while driving. I wish I could be as confident as him. I wish I could be as confident as him. Was I in intensive care last year? Was I in intensive care last year? Let's check. Let's check. The easy-to-use interface has made the software popular among beginners. The easy-to-use interface has made the software popular among beginners. John, will you give me the scissors? John, will you give me the scissors? Is it not preferable at night? Is it not preferable at night? Thanks for the update. Thanks for the update. If the weather is not hot, I will go outside. If the weather is not hot, I will go outside. Let me know if you want to hang out sometime. Let me know if you want to hang out sometime. My house is bigger than yours. My house is bigger than yours. 2 p.m. Am I not ticked? 2 p.m. Am I not ticked? We will clean it weekly. We will clean it weekly. I could feel the adrenaline running through my veins. I could feel the adrenaline running through my veins. She bought a new dress for the party. She bought a new dress for the party. He shouldn't see me like this. He shouldn't see me like this. The newspaper article deals with the issue of gun control. The newspaper article deals with the issue of gun control. His stepson was a cop. His stepson was a cop. Ambitious. Ambitious. After 2 weeks we may not be long sailors. After 2 weeks we may not be long sailors. I came here to see John. I came here to see John. Is her stepdad a taxi driver? Is her stepdad a taxi driver? Did I die last year? Did I die last year? Closely. Closely. You can't fish often. You can't fish often. He couldn't write every month. He couldn't write every month. Duty. Duty. May not run immediately. May not run immediately. I will open a branch. I will open a branch. What will you buy? What will you buy? I got a part-time job to save up for a new car. I got a part-time job to save up for a new car. The food prepared by the chef was delicious. The food prepared by the chef was delicious. I've never been to Australia. I've never been to Australia. Are you not afraid? Are you not afraid? The movie starts at dawn. The movie starts at dawn. I can leave you if you want. I can leave you if you want. After 3 months there will be no driver. After 3 months there will be no driver. Is my stepmother the captain? Is my stepmother the captain? It's a deal. It's a deal. The sun sets in the west. The sun sets in the west. Ready immediately. Ready immediately. You should have studied harder for the interview. You should have studied harder for the interview. We are planning to go on a trip next month. We are planning to go on a trip next month. Does it pull? Does it pull? May ask next year. May ask next year. I have to get up early for my morning workout. I have to get up early for my morning workout. Lately. Lately. That's why I decided to go to a cooking class. That's why I decided to go to a cooking class. Suggestion. Suggestion. Can't they survive? Can't they survive? John fell badly in the garden 2 days ago. John fell badly in the garden 2 days ago. Were their stepmothers garbage collectors? Were their stepmothers garbage collectors? In the entertainment capital of the world. In the entertainment capital of the world. We replaced the broken glass with a glazier. We replaced the broken glass with a glazier. His painting hangs on the wall. His painting hangs on the wall. We'll add it right away. We'll add it right away. Can I have a look at your notes? Can I have a look at your notes? Although it is far, we decided to walk to the park. Although it is far, we decided to walk to the park. Then you meant, he hopes to find a job in a big city. He hopes to find a job in a big city. They do not play musical instruments. They do not play musical instruments. Can they look? Can they look? I bought some groceries from the market. I bought some groceries from the market. Then we are not stewardess. Then we are not stewardess. I have to lobby every month. I have to lobby every month. While it is time-consuming, cooking from scratch is healthier. While it is time-consuming, cooking from scratch is healthier. Do for. Class starts exactly at 9 a.m. Class starts exactly at 9 a.m. Was her husband a philosopher? Was her husband a philosopher? Have you finished packing your suitcase? Have you finished packing your suitcase? His neighbor is the bartender. His neighbor is the bartender. Bought a t-shirt and some shoes. Bought a t-shirt and some shoes. I was studying for my exams yesterday. I was studying for my exams yesterday. The concert lasted 3 hours. The concert lasted 3 hours. We organized charity events. We organized charity events. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Should he be suspicious now? Should he be suspicious now? I'm not sure I want to believe what you're saying. I'm not sure I want to believe what you're saying. He had lived in that house for 10 years before deciding to move. He had lived in that house for 10 years before deciding to move. He had his passport renewed at the consulate. He had his passport renewed at the consulate. We paint the walls. We paint the walls. I could see the twinkling stars in the night sky. I could see the twinkling stars in the night sky. They can become officers at dawn. They can become officers at dawn. I will study for the exam tonight. I will study for the exam tonight. Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I love you. I love you. Come here at night and look at the lake. Come here at night and look at the lake. The children had finished their homework before going out to play. The children had finished their homework before going out to play. Relatives are inspectors. Relatives are inspectors. The situation is beyond the reach of human power. The situation is beyond the reach of human power. I'm going to the movies with my family. I'm going to the movies with my family. They cook for their families every night. They cook for their families every night. You should try for 2 weeks. You should try for 2 weeks. In 3 hours we have to shout. In 3 hours we have to shout. What books have you read lately? Do you have any suggestions? What books have you read lately? Do you have any suggestions? To be continued. To be continued. How can we position it in production? What are our procedures? How can we position it in production? What are our procedures? I shouldn't do the occasional pathologist. I shouldn't do the occasional pathologist. Is my uncle a boxer? Is my uncle a boxer? I have 2 sisters. I have 2 sisters. What time do you leave school? What time do you leave school? You always make me laugh. You always make me laugh. Was he the bartender now? Was he the bartender now? Not all options are valid. Not all options are valid. We have to find a new place to live. We have to find a new place to live. I can fall any day. I can fall any day. They were happy with their new home. They were happy with their new home. Can't they handle? Can't they handle? He had never seen Ankara before. He had never seen Ankara before. Yes, we have a shuttle to the airport. Yes, we have a shuttle to the airport. How much does a cup of tea cost? How much does a cup of tea cost? Where can I find the beer and wine section? Where can I find the beer and wine section? We are excited to meet our new neighbors. We are excited to meet our new neighbors. Whose cologne is this? Whose cologne is this? You can borrow my car. You can borrow my car. I can attend a dance class. I can attend a dance class. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. He wishes to have studied abroad during his university years. He wishes to have studied abroad during his university years. After 4 days I am not an educator. After 4 days I am not an educator. I'm volunteering at the animal shelter this weekend. I'm volunteering at the animal shelter this weekend. Experts from all over the world attended the conference. Experts from all over the world attended the conference. Do you know of a good restaurant in this area? Do you know of a good restaurant in this area? He should have taken a taxi instead of walking. He should have taken a taxi instead of walking. Can you defend in the afternoon? Can you defend in the afternoon? Shouldn't we go to the dermatologist later in the morning? Shouldn't we go to the dermatologist later in the morning? I'm not sure if I want to do this. I'm not sure if I want to do this. Be aware of your body language. Be aware of your body language. Number of topics. Number of topics. Can't we do it from time to time? Can't we do it from time to time? Were we analyzing? Were we analyzing? Where are you from today? Where are you from today? They had been waiting for over an hour when the train finally arrived. They had been waiting for over an hour when the train finally arrived. Learns from time to time. Learns from time to time. The company will launch a new marketing campaign. The company will launch a new marketing campaign. Happy. Happy. These are lively festivals. These are lively festivals. Our grandson is a florist. Our grandson is a florist. We go to the amusement park once a year. We go to the amusement park once a year. It could be poison. It could be poison. Doesn't it help after an hour? Doesn't it help after an hour? We listen to music in the car. We listen to music in the car. How beautiful. How beautiful. You do not approve. You do not approve. Can't I draw? Can't I draw? Should you borrow a journal? Should you borrow a journal? Why did you cancel your plans? He asked. Why did you cancel your plans? He asked. It is mandatory to wear a helmet while cycling. It is mandatory to wear a helmet while cycling. Can he make jewelry? Can he make jewelry? How are you? How are you? If I were a famous actress, I would act in blockbuster movies. If I were a famous actress, I would act in blockbuster movies. We must make sure that everyone is aware of their roles and responsibilities. We must make sure that everyone is aware of their roles and responsibilities. Does he suggest at sunset? Does he suggest at sunset? I have a lot. I have a lot. Is there any discount if I buy these products in wholesale? Is there any discount if I buy these products in wholesale? It is subtraction. It is subtraction. Update process of rollout file. Update process of rollout file. He was a vegetarian for years before deciding to eat meat again. He was a vegetarian for years before deciding to eat meat again. Shouldn't we remember at sunset? Shouldn't we remember at sunset? Have you ever been to Asia? Have you ever been to Asia? What a helpful guide. What a helpful guide. Was Mr. Tandy a teacher last week? Was Mr. Tandy a teacher last week? I don't notice anything in particular about it. I don't notice anything in particular about it. Can't we stay? Can't we stay? Did they bank at noon? Did they bank at noon? Do I teach English? Do I teach English? The team have to leave for another meeting. The team have to leave for another meeting. Why do not you work? Why do not you work? Do we have a red bag? Do we have a red bag? Couldn't they have been lifeguards a week ago? Couldn't they have been lifeguards a week ago? Impatient. Impatient. Not all of the cookies were eaten at the party. Not all of the cookies were eaten at the party. Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Can you lend me your car for the weekend? Are there grandchildren sheriffs? Are there grandchildren sheriffs? He must learn to swim. He must learn to swim. I enjoy learning about different cultures. I enjoy learning about different cultures. Do you ship every week? Do you ship every week? We are never cream. We are never cream. Looking forward. Looking forward. I often manage. I often manage. There are 5 slices of pizza left in the box. There are 5 slices of pizza left in the box. Your children are models. Your children are models. He wouldn't be a consultant next year. He wouldn't be a consultant next year. He should have completed the task by now. He should have completed the task by now. Will extend the decade. Will extend the decade. Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. He asked for help and as a result he finished the project on time. He asked for help and as a result he finished the project on time. In order for the teacher to calculate your final grade, they must be successful in your exams. In order for the teacher to calculate your final grade, they must be successful in your exams. They had been arguing about the movie for a while before deciding to watch something else. They had been arguing about the movie for a while before deciding to watch something else. Not wearing. Not wearing. What is your favorite animal? What is your favorite animal? Does he play the piano? Does he play the piano? He will invite me every day. He will invite me every day. I will study for my exam. I will study for my exam. Can you show me where the student body is? Can you show me where the student body is? He wrote a letter to his friend. He wrote a letter to his friend. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. It's hard not to know. But I know it's a process. Did you go on the night? Did you go on the night? He goes to bed at 10 p.m. He goes to bed at 10 p.m. Don't they jump? Don't they jump? I'm going shopping this weekend. I'm going shopping this weekend. Withdraw. Withdraw. Does he play basketball? Does he play basketball? Could you please help me with this math problem? Could you please help me with this math problem? I remove. I remove. I'll be at the gym for an hour. I'll be at the gym for an hour. The window was opened by the wind. The window was opened by the wind. I try something special. I try something special. Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? What is your plan? What is your plan? If they had read the book, they would have known the ending. If they had read the book, they would have known the ending. Definitely. Definitely. The error was repeated several times. The error was repeated several times. I'm in the room with the furniture. I'm in the room with the furniture. I thought too. I thought too. Would they pull? Would they pull? Didn't they get married later? Didn't they get married later? Are you a player then? Are you a player then? You jump weekly. You jump weekly. Are we going to launch the sun? Are we going to launch the sun? He took swimming lessons to overcome his fear of water. He took swimming lessons to overcome his fear of water. She is knitting a scarf. She is knitting a scarf. This is his guitar. This is his guitar. Make an effort. Make an effort. The boy with glasses is the class president. The boy with glasses is the class president. Don't come late to class. Don't come late to class. Were they jockeys next year? Were they jockeys next year? I'm a student. I'm a student. Can I cover? Can I cover? They work on homework all week. They work on homework all week. The museum had fascinating exhibits about ancient civilizations. The museum had fascinating exhibits about ancient civilizations. It didn't build 1 hour ago. It didn't build 1 hour ago. Shouldn't he be a playwright sometimes? Shouldn't he be a playwright sometimes? My favorite food is menemen. My favorite food is menemen. If you do not receive a response within this time, do you cancel the request and continue with your flow? If you do not receive a response within this time, do you cancel the request and continue with your flow? I'm meeting with my agent tomorrow to discuss my new book. I'm meeting with my agent tomorrow to discuss my new book. Is her stepbrother a translator? Is her stepbrother a translator? Oh please, get out of here. Trust me, I'm not worth it. Oh please, get out of here. Trust me, I'm not worth it. A shoe shine boy had his shoes polished. A shoe shine boy had his shoes polished. Can you ever put it? Can you ever put it? She always wears trendy clothes. She always wears trendy clothes. My stepson is a scavenger. My stepson is a scavenger. Can't you juggle at 3 a.m. earlier? Can't you juggle at 3 a.m. earlier? We will live in 5 years. We will live in 5 years. Did they do it every month? Did they do it every month? They had been working on the invention for months and were excited to finally present it. They had been working on the invention for months and were excited to finally present it. I was just wondering about the stain on your shirt. I was just wondering about the stain on your shirt. The students prepared for the presentation all week. The students prepared for the presentation all week. He didn't force it 3 hours ago. He didn't force it 3 hours ago. When we reach the beach, we will be driving for 4 hours. When we reach the beach, we will be driving for 4 hours. My favorite place is White House. My favorite place is White House. Part of it. Part of it. Can he sign then? Can he sign then? Can't I run? Can't I run? I have to command later at midnight. I have to command later at midnight. They took a painting class to explore their artistic side. They took a painting class to explore their artistic side. Informed. Informed. Can't we be models soon? Can't we be models soon? Sometimes they won't sign. Sometimes they won't sign. Can I compare after 2 months? Can I compare after 2 months? Is your grandchild a landscape architect? Is your grandchild a landscape architect? I don't notice anything special about the story. I don't notice anything special about the story. We can have a picnic in the park. We can have a picnic in the park. He is next to you. He is next to you. I will have finished my homework before dinner. I will have finished my homework before dinner. I don't want to lose my low prices for love. I don't want to lose my low prices for love. Harmless. Harmless. I'll be watching TV at 9. I'll be watching TV at 9. After 4 days I am not an educator. After 4 days I am not an educator. My sister is a better singer than me. My sister is a better singer than me. Are they starting a war? Are they starting a war? How cute. How cute. Don't you look? Don't you look? She has been doing ballet since she was a child. She has been doing ballet since she was a child. Your mother was binding. Your mother was binding. The sunset over the ocean was beautiful. The sunset over the ocean was beautiful. I studied English for 2 hours. I studied English for 2 hours. Let me know. Let me know. Can he lie? Can he lie? I wish I had more time to spend with my family. I wish I had more time to spend with my family. Did you see her? Did you see her? Shouldn't be a salesperson at dawn. Shouldn't be a salesperson at dawn. I want to go to the movie. I want to go to the movie. They must take responsibility for their actions. They must take responsibility for their actions. These are my favorite authors. These are my favorite authors. He's going to take a cooking class. He's going to take a cooking class. Do we have to serve after 4 midnight? Do we have to serve after 4 midnight? Do you want to come? Do you want to come? Engineer then? Engineer then? Coffee spills on the table. Coffee spills on the table. It is very hot in here. Could you turn on the air conditioner, please? It is very hot in here. Could you turn on the air conditioner, please? He will play video games with his friends. He will play video games with his friends. The concert starts at 8. The concert starts at 8. I have reservations about the safety of that roller coaster. I have reservations about the safety of that roller coaster. Much. He can box every week. He can box every week. Can't I always be a watchman? Can't I always be a watchman? Can I find international food in this store? Can I find international food in this store? He wants to start a new hobby. He wants to start a new hobby. Despite the criticism, she was confident in her abilities. Despite the criticism, she was confident in her abilities. I'm going to the zoo. I'm going to the zoo. We shouldn't have bought it last year. We shouldn't have bought it last year. He wrote a letter to his family to express his gratitude. He wrote a letter to his family to express his gratitude. Is your wife an investigator? Is your wife an investigator? Can you show me where the pet food is? Can you show me where the pet food is? Our goal is to make your visit as pleasant as possible. Our goal is to make your visit as pleasant as possible. Will you come with us? Will you come with us? Is there any milk in the fridge? Is there any milk in the fridge? I play tennis. I play tennis. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I don't deserve to be treated like this. Confidently. Confidently. While it can be time-consuming, it is important to do it the right way. While it can be time-consuming, it is important to do it the right way. Children are playing outside. Children are playing outside. Can you be a monk every day? Can you be a monk every day? If I win the lottery, I'll buy a new car. If I win the lottery, I'll buy a new car. It will dive in 2 nights. It will dive in 2 nights. Sorry, I'm a little late. Can you start without me? Sorry, I'm a little late. Can you start without me? Are there stepmothers the judge? Are there stepmothers the judge? He will play the piano at the concert. He will play the piano at the concert. Can predict 10 years. Can predict 10 years. Do you know? Do you know? He easily forgets everything. He easily forgets everything. The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. I want to order a pizza, please. I want to order a pizza, please. Playing musical instruments is fun. Playing musical instruments is fun. It cannot burn. It cannot burn. These tickets are too many. These tickets are too many. Shouldn't I stay? Shouldn't I stay? Beetroot tuna. Beetroot tuna. It is his responsibility to finish the project. It is his responsibility to finish the project. Don't you see the "no entry" sign? You can't get in there. Don't you see the "no entry" sign? You can't get in there. Their wives are postmen. Their wives are postmen. They said we won the match yesterday. They said we won the match yesterday. I must not forget to renew my license next month. I must not forget to renew my license next month. Be aware of your body language. Be aware of your body language. He loves watching the sunset on the beach. He loves watching the sunset on the beach. He was afraid. He was afraid. He's going to the dentist next Tuesday. He's going to the dentist next Tuesday. Will not result. Will not result. I see your sister. I see your sister. Fail to collect. Fail to collect. Our relatives are physicists. Our relatives are physicists. Can the negotiator be 2 weeks? Can the negotiator be 2 weeks? Should the musician be 2 more mornings later? Should the musician be 2 more mornings later? Where can I find breakfast items? Where can I find breakfast items? The hungry children ate the cake. The hungry children ate the cake. We became urologists 1 night ago. We became urologists 1 night ago. Didn't they eat? Didn't they eat? Didn't we just exist? Didn't we just exist? Did you complete your project before the deadline? Did you complete your project before the deadline? Cannot object after 4 weeks. Cannot object after 4 weeks. Is our grandfather an assistant? Is our grandfather an assistant? Thanks for warning me. Thanks for warning me. He used to visit his grandfather every weekend. He used to visit his grandfather every weekend. He wrote a letter to his friend. He wrote a letter to his friend. Can I taste this salad dressing sample? Can I taste this salad dressing sample? Uncle Lyricist. Uncle Lyricist. May I be interested? May I be interested? Shall we choose after one night? Shall we choose after one night? They must pay the parking fee before leaving the garage. They must pay the parking fee before leaving the garage. They have to learn to swim. They have to learn to swim. Our aunt was a real estate agent. Our aunt was a real estate agent. Don't they think yearly? Don't they think yearly? Can you reach this address? Can you reach this address? Fall into water. Fall into water. I wish I hadn't eaten so much cake. I wish I hadn't eaten so much cake. The computer crashed during the presentation. The computer crashed during the presentation. Are you going to the concert on Friday? Are you going to the concert on Friday? It was the most important thing in the world to me. It was the most important thing in the world to me. From now on I will start saving money for my retirement. From now on I will start saving money for my retirement. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. They were illustrators at sunset. They were illustrators at sunset. Wouldn't it reduce 10 years? Wouldn't it reduce 10 years? If you don't wear a coat, you'll catch a cold. If you don't wear a coat, you'll catch a cold. Placeholder text is only temporary. Placeholder text is only temporary. Don't they remember? Don't they remember? Shall we rock for 2 weeks? Shall we rock for 2 weeks? They went to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. They went to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. He told me, I don't like spicy food. He told me, I don't like spicy food. No problem. No problem. He was unable to attend the meeting due to a family emergency. He was unable to attend the meeting due to a family emergency. As the finish. Concert tickets sold out in a few hours. Concert tickets sold out in a few hours. 3 I'm going to the mall. 3 I'm going to the mall. Is her stepdad a gardener? Is her stepdad a gardener? Did we expect something else? Did we expect something else? We've been studying for our exam all weekend. We've been studying for our exam all weekend. I will sleep 8 hours tonight. I will sleep 8 hours tonight. They went for a walk in the mountains. They went for a walk in the mountains. We couldn't be a monthly songwriter. We couldn't be a monthly songwriter. We have already reserved a table at the restaurant. We have already reserved a table at the restaurant. I'm practicing my guitar skills. I'm practicing my guitar skills. Will I fly every week? Will I fly every week? I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. We encountered some unexpected difficulties on the way. We encountered some unexpected difficulties on the way. Will we let you know after 2 months? Will we let you know after 2 months? The movie starts at 6 p.m. The movie starts at 6 p.m. I live in Istanbul. I live in Santa Fe. I live in Istanbul. I live in Santa Fe. Can you give a little more detail about this offer? Can you give a little more detail about this offer? I need to buy a new battery for my car. I need to buy a new battery for my car. The movie interests him. The movie interests him. Stand for. Stand for. Shouldn't there be a businesswoman a month? Shouldn't there be a businesswoman a month? His nephew is a civil servant. His nephew is a civil servant. I wish I didn't have to wait in line. I wish I didn't have to wait in line. They had their dogs groomed and trained in the pet salon. They had their dogs groomed and trained in the pet salon. I would never, ever do this. I would never, ever do this. But I didn't see the ing at the end of the verb. But I didn't see the ing at the end of the verb. I don't know how to deal with this situation. I don't know how to deal with this situation. English will be spoken all over the world. English will be spoken all over the world. Was her husband a chemist? Was her husband a chemist? Then I have to talk. Then I have to talk. English is the language of the internet. English is the language of the internet. Can a woman become a cop after one day? Can a woman become a cop after one day? Don't you include at night time? Don't you include at night time? You have to study for the upcoming exam. You have to study for the upcoming exam. I want lobster. I want lobster. Your grandson is a consultant. Your grandson is a consultant. I need to break this bad habit. I need to break this bad habit. Shouldn't you feed? Shouldn't you feed? I have not visited Italy. I have not visited Italy. We have to do. We have to do. I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe my eyes. I have a suit made of stone. I have a suit made of stone. Can't it burn next year? Can't it burn next year? Tomorrow at 3 o'clock I will study in the library. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock I will study in the library. You should be hopeful. You should be hopeful. Aren't we missionaries after a weekend? Aren't we missionaries after a weekend? It's Jade's birthday on Saturday. It's Jade's birthday on Saturday. Scissors. Scissors. He doesn't eat meat, does he? He doesn't eat meat, does he? Will the noon challenge? Will the noon challenge? Determined. Determined. You will watch television. You will watch television. Could he remember sometimes? Could he remember sometimes? Is this your car? Is this your car? Could you please lie on the bed? Could you please lie on the bed? Wasn't he the assistant chief every day? Wasn't he the assistant chief every day? If I had more experience, I could apply for that job. If I had more experience, I could apply for that job. I wish I had more time to travel. I wish I had more time to travel. Necessary. Necessary. Would lift it. Would lift it. When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. I have to go to the toilet. I have to go to the toilet. Was his wife a butcher? Was his wife a butcher? The weather is beautiful today. How about a picnic? The weather is beautiful today. How about a picnic? Do you have anything to declare? Do you have anything to declare? Seeing blood always disgusts me. Seeing blood always disgusts me. Can you help me with this task? Can you help me with this task? They learn English to communicate with others. They learn English to communicate with others. You cannot guess. You cannot guess. My friend told me, I bought a new laptop yesterday. My friend told me, I bought a new laptop yesterday. Don't they iron every day? Don't they iron every day? I sleep 8 hours every night. I sleep 8 hours every night. It could be the weatherman 3 minutes ago. It could be the weatherman 3 minutes ago. Couldn't you have been a carpenter 2 months ago? Couldn't you have been a carpenter 2 months ago? How long do you think? How long do you think? They did not give lunchtime. They did not give lunchtime. I do not have much money. I do not have much money. He will start his new job next week. He will start his new job next week. I can speak for the adjustment of the training. I can speak for the adjustment of the training. Next summer I will be playing the guitar for 5 years. Next summer I will be playing the guitar for 5 years. What lessons are there today? What lessons are there today? Can we finish this project by the end of the week? Can we finish this project by the end of the week? Did he mention last year? Did he mention last year? Can you call often? Can you call often? Birds sang in the trees. Birds sang in the trees. Where can I find salad dressings? Where can I find salad dressings? Driving when tired. Driving when tired. When? He's going to visit his grandparents next weekend. He's going to visit his grandparents next weekend. You go to concerts on the weekends. You go to concerts on the weekends. Will they travel to Europe? Will they travel to Europe? I could smell the delicious smell of freshly brewed coffee. I could smell the delicious smell of freshly brewed coffee. Can't they climb for 2 weeks? Can't they climb for 2 weeks? We were not rarely sheriffs. We were not rarely sheriffs. I see John often. I see John often. Is your father a physiologist? Is your father a physiologist? The book belongs to me. The book belongs to me. The cat is sleeping on the sofa. The cat is sleeping on the sofa. Who do you live with? Who do you live with? I have too much kindness. I have too much kindness. The meeting took longer than anticipated. The meeting took longer than anticipated. He will have finished painting the house by next month. He will have finished painting the house by next month. I know I can always count on him. I know I can always count on him. I will be happy if I get accepted to the university. I will be happy if I get accepted to the university. Could you please turn off the lights on your way out? Could you please turn off the lights on your way out? He shouldn't be directing every week. He shouldn't be directing every week. Let me know when you're ready to start. Let me know when you're ready to start. How often do you go to parties? How often do you go to parties? When the baby is born, she will be 9 months pregnant. When the baby is born, she will be 9 months pregnant. Wouldn't he watch the sun rise? Wouldn't he watch the sun rise? Which hand is this? Which hand is this? Legendary. Legendary. He was playing tennis on the local court. He was playing tennis on the local court. I could run. I could run. They hate cleaning their rooms. They hate cleaning their rooms. They contain useful information. They contain useful information. Anesthesiologist will never be. Anesthesiologist will never be. Not all of us agree with this decision. Not all of us agree with this decision. Since when do you know? Since when do you know? The electric grill is perfect for making pancakes. The electric grill is perfect for making pancakes. He should find out after 3 weeks. He should find out after 3 weeks. How much is a room with 2 beds? How much is a room with 2 beds? The municipality will build a new park. The municipality will build a new park. I don't know. How can I say this in English? I don't know. How can I say this in English? He has $24. He has $24. It is important to practice regularly. It is important to practice regularly. You should not ignore the warning signs. You should not ignore the warning signs. Does it warn you at sunrise? Does it warn you at sunrise? Can it support normally? Can it support normally? I went to the gym and after that I went to the supermarket. I went to the gym and after that I went to the supermarket. Don't you know at noon? Don't you know at noon? Encouraged. Encouraged. I finished my homework yesterday. I finished my homework yesterday. Were they inspectors? Were they inspectors? The choir will rehearse for their concert tomorrow night. The choir will rehearse for their concert tomorrow night. I could understand the lyrics of the song. I could understand the lyrics of the song. Birds are nesting. Birds are nesting. If you don't hurry, you'll miss the bus. If you don't hurry, you'll miss the bus. I may not be a journalist every month. I may not be a journalist every month. Subtract. Subtract. My car broke down this morning. My car broke down this morning. I can relate after one night. I can relate after one night. Aren't they 2 weeks from the advertiser? Aren't they 2 weeks from the advertiser? Could be a sociologist. Could be a sociologist. Actionable. Actionable. Should he be a geologist? Should he be a geologist? Can't we do a manicure next year? Can't we do a manicure next year? Let me know if you want to go out and eat. Let me know if you want to go out and eat. How do you make a living? How do you make a living? Kids will play board games on a rainy day. Kids will play board games on a rainy day. Should you buy these tickets? Should you buy these tickets? I wish I had studied harder. I could pass the exam. I wish I had studied harder. I could pass the exam. The cat sitting at the table is naughty. The cat sitting at the table is naughty. He completed a marathon last month. He completed a marathon last month. You can't be a manager every day. You can't be a manager every day. You have to study hard for your exams. You have to study hard for your exams. Will not ignore. Will not ignore. Then you can't manage. Then you can't manage. What is the Wi-Fi password? What is the Wi-Fi password? Could I have the bill, please? I'm checking out. Could I have the bill, please? I'm checking out. It may take some time to finish the project. It may take some time to finish the project. Let me take a picture of you in front of the monument. Let me take a picture of you in front of the monument. Can't we pass in 2 hours? Can't we pass in 2 hours? I worked after school. I worked after school. Couldn't they have been lifeguards a week ago? Couldn't they have been lifeguards a week ago? They went to a concert and watched the performance of their favorite band. They went to a concert and watched the performance of their favorite band. The easy-to-use software was quite popular among users. The easy-to-use software was quite popular among users. Rarely do we pass? Rarely do we pass? I'm not a consultant for 10 years. I'm not a consultant for 10 years. These are my friends. These are my friends. Shouldn't I wake up at sunset? Shouldn't I wake up at sunset? Did not exceed. Did not exceed. Students ask questions in class. Students ask questions in class. Was your son a journalist? Was your son a journalist? I clean my room on Sundays. I clean my room on Sundays. Didn't you come back? Didn't you come back? I signed up for a cooking class to learn new recipes. I signed up for a cooking class to learn new recipes. Were our parents geographers? Were our parents geographers? The team's performance was deemed insufficient to qualify for the playoffs. The team's performance was deemed insufficient to qualify for the playoffs. They were laughing at a funny video. They were laughing at a funny video. Would check later. Would check later. Can he sign then? Can he sign then? Colleague is a researcher. Colleague is a researcher. He felt alone in the crowd. He felt alone in the crowd. How much is a ticket to the movie theater? How much is a ticket to the movie theater? Can go to bed after a month. Can go to bed after a month. He may not confess. He may not confess. Not behaving occasionally. Not behaving occasionally. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. Her sisters were stewardesses. Her sisters were stewardesses. Was my friend a race car driver? Was my friend a race car driver? We look every month. We look every month. We were hiking in the mountains and enjoying the scenery. We were hiking in the mountains and enjoying the scenery. Conclusion. Conclusion. I have several books on my shelf. I have several books on my shelf. To say. To say. Is her sister a beekeeper? Is her sister a beekeeper? We are excited to see the new movie. We are excited to see the new movie. I had already packed my bags when I realized I had forgotten my passport. I had already packed my bags when I realized I had forgotten my passport. Can we add? Can we add? Can repair electrical appliances. Can repair electrical appliances. He is not teaching now. He is not teaching now. Organizes every year. Organizes every year. You should not gamble if it is illegal in your area. You should not gamble if it is illegal in your area. Will plan for 1 month ahead. Will plan for 1 month ahead. The ride to the beach was beautiful with amazing views of the coastline. The ride to the beach was beautiful with amazing views of the coastline. It's too much work. It's too much work. Hector will stay with us, right Hector? Hector will stay with us, right Hector? Do they shoot sometimes? Do they shoot sometimes? Where is the post office? Where is the post office? I am acrobat. I am acrobat. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. Fill it out for each person. Fill it out for each person. Your grandson is a plumber. Your grandson is a plumber. I will brush my teeth. I will brush my teeth. Possession of alcohol in public. Possession of alcohol in public. I wish I had the opportunity to live abroad. I would learn a new language. I wish I had the opportunity to live abroad. I would learn a new language. It was a dark and stormy night. It was a dark and stormy night. It may jump soon. It may jump soon. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. When do you finish your work? When do you finish your work? They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. All the plants in my garden have bloomed. All the plants in my garden have bloomed. Her stepmothers were translators. Her stepmothers were translators. How can I say? How can I say? I came home at 11 o'clock last night. I came home at 11 o'clock last night. Are their stepdads athletes? Are their stepdads athletes? Where is the center of the world? Where is the center of the world? A compulsory training organized by the company. A compulsory training organized by the company. I will kill. I will kill. I will study English in England next year. I will study English in England next year. Ambitious. Ambitious. It's not important. It's not important. May I ask why you're standing outside? May I ask why you're standing outside? Extra fit and fair man is my favorite fare. Extra fit and fair man is my favorite fare. Insecure. Insecure. I will be here to assist you every step of the way. I will be here to assist you every step of the way. Every day is a proxy. Every day is a proxy. What time do you come to school in the morning? What time do you come to school in the morning? Surveys. Surveys. They don't leave later in the morning. They don't leave later in the morning. I'm waiting weekly. I'm waiting weekly. Let's go over it one more time before we start the presentation. Let's go over it one more time before we start the presentation. 4 afternoons, can they focus? 4 afternoons, can they focus? I won't be working today. I won't be working today. He has been fixing the car since morning. He has been fixing the car since morning. I have to skip to another meeting. I have to skip to another meeting. Do you have any sweets? Do you have any sweets? We couldn't catch it the night before. We couldn't catch it the night before. Can we suggest? Can we suggest? It may not go right away. It may not go right away. Can it be touched? Can it be touched? If you study regularly, you will improve your grades. If you study regularly, you will improve your grades. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. Do you have a gym? Do you have a gym? We're throwing a party next Saturday. We're throwing a party next Saturday. From now on I will start saving money for my retirement. From now on I will start saving money for my retirement. The house they build is quite large. The house they build is quite large. What is your heart telling you? What is your heart telling you? Where did you walk? Where did you walk? Do you want grape juice? Do you want grape juice? I can judge after 3 years. I can judge after 3 years. Can I get a discount for being a loyal customer? Can I get a discount for being a loyal customer? It seems common sense that fewer people will mean lower carbon emissions. It seems common sense that fewer people will mean lower carbon emissions. I won't be able to take a long vacation sooner than next year. I won't be able to take a long vacation sooner than next year. We never miss our morning walk. We never miss our morning walk. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. They should not be visible at dusk. They should not be visible at dusk. He armed himself with a gun. He armed himself with a gun. She hopes to be accepted into a good university. She hopes to be accepted into a good university. Casual approach. Casual approach. We have been working on this project for a long time. We have been working on this project for a long time. I would add now. I would add now. He wakes up at 6 in the morning. He wakes up at 6 in the morning. We sang karaoke at the party. We sang karaoke at the party. He wrote a heartfelt letter to his parents. He wrote a heartfelt letter to his parents. Was his neighbor a draper? Was his neighbor a draper? If they win the match, they will celebrate. If they win the match, they will celebrate. Is always a freelancer. Is always a freelancer. Must vote occasionally. Must vote occasionally. They go to the movies from time to time. They go to the movies from time to time. Let me know the program of the movie. Let me know the program of the movie. He didn't see me like this. He didn't see me like this. You like chocolate, don't you? You like chocolate, don't you? Just trust me. Just trust me. First we'll have breakfast, then we'll go for a walk. First we'll have breakfast, then we'll go for a walk. Will we have a ticket? Will we have a ticket? Our neighbor was the guard. Our neighbor was the guard. Will not sound. Will not sound. Can you be sure now? Can you be sure now? It was not organized. It was not organized. She wants to start a business selling handmade candles. She wants to start a business selling handmade candles. Shoppings means buying something from a store. Shoppings means buying something from a store. To practice. To practice. The cat stretches its legs. The cat stretches its legs. The plan was discussed at the meeting. The plan was discussed at the meeting. He plays tennis twice a week. He plays tennis twice a week. Her sister is a maid. Her sister is a maid. Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? Finally. Finally. Hormone. Hormone. Should I wear a suit or dress for the interview? Should I wear a suit or dress for the interview? Is this where we should meet? Is this where we should meet? Aren't you cream in 2 minutes? Aren't you cream in 2 minutes? Continuous learning is necessary for personal development. Continuous learning is necessary for personal development. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. They said to me, "We're going to the beach." They said to me, "We're going to the beach." Out of reach. Out of reach. Backward compatibility. Backward compatibility. I have a suit made of stone. I have a suit made of stone. Is his half-brother a notary? Is his half-brother a notary? Can I return an item if it is defective? Can I return an item if it is defective? I will go to bed at 11 p.m. I will go to bed at 11 p.m. Well, would you like the job? Well, would you like the job? We have the food delivered to our door. We have the food delivered to our door. We will celebrate our anniversary in a fancy restaurant. We will celebrate our anniversary in a fancy restaurant. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. The company is implementing new policies. The company is implementing new policies. Now he can be an illusionist. Now he can be an illusionist. He can fix the broken lamp. He can fix the broken lamp. Yesterday I ate a duck with a very good and delicious taste. Yesterday I ate a duck with a very good and delicious taste. I have to finish this report by tomorrow. I have to finish this report by tomorrow. Shouldn't I live? Shouldn't I live? She's cooking dinner. She's cooking dinner. What kind of change was this? What kind of change was this? I can reply after 3 days. I can reply after 3 days. Yes, I love to travel. Yes, I love to travel. The baseball game was cancelled due to heavy rain. The baseball game was cancelled due to heavy rain. Necessary. Necessary. If they had called a doctor, he would have come immediately. If they had called a doctor, he would have come immediately. Did they do it every month? Did they do it every month? Children played with toys in the park. Children played with toys in the park. You are not an occasional painter. You are not an occasional painter. My grandfather was a founder. My grandfather was a founder. They are finishing their project next month. They are finishing their project next month. Best singer of the competition. Best singer of the competition. Are the summers hot where you live? Are the summers hot where you live? The librarian should arrive in 2 minutes. The librarian should arrive in 2 minutes. We were washing. We were washing. Do you have to order? Do you have to order? They had just arrived at the hotel. They had just arrived at the hotel. One of my friends is named Tony. One of my friends is named Tony. Students are participating in a school activity. Students are participating in a school activity. They have to listen to the teacher in the classroom. They have to listen to the teacher in the classroom. 1 minute. I will go and check. 1 minute. I will go and check. It could be. It could be. After 1 week, he may wonder. After 1 week, he may wonder. I eat eggs for breakfast. I eat eggs for breakfast. It must be climbed frequently. It must be climbed frequently. Will it include? Will it include? He is as fast as you. He is as fast as you. When I talked to their previous manager, they said the same thing. When I talked to their previous manager, they said the same thing. Quick review. Quick review. I will do my best. I will do my best. Where can I find canned tomatoes? Where can I find canned tomatoes? What is your flight departure time? What is your flight departure time? I want you to go home. I want you to go home. We do not have much time. We do not have much time. The store will open at 9 a.m. The store will open at 9 a.m. My favorite hobby is playing the guitar. My favorite hobby is playing the guitar. When are you leaving school? When are you leaving school? Would they hide? Would they hide? The crowd was large and not rebellious, so I called for backup. The crowd was large and not rebellious, so I called for backup. We weren't analysts for 10 years. We weren't analysts for 10 years. I'm hopeful that we can fix our relationship and stay friends. I'm hopeful that we can fix our relationship and stay friends. Let's have some popcorn after the movie. Let's have some popcorn after the movie. I've already eaten dinner. I've already eaten dinner. Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? Was it 5 inspectors the previous morning? Why did you go? Why did you go? You are not a monthly nurse. You are not a monthly nurse. Couldn't they be suspicious then? Couldn't they be suspicious then? Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. We hope to finish in 1 month. We hope to finish in 1 month. They should have studied the material more deeply. They should have studied the material more deeply. We must miss. We must miss. It's not your birthday. It's not your birthday. Considers noon. Considers noon. We are always politicians. We are always politicians. To introduce. To introduce. Self-confident. Self-confident. Her brother-in-law is a psychiatrist. Her brother-in-law is a psychiatrist. I will always remember our relationship and how important we are to each other. I will always remember our relationship and how important we are to each other. Immediately. Immediately. They'll be watching TV when we get home. They'll be watching TV when we get home. Would he carry? Would he carry? He diligently played the piano and was selected for the prestigious concert. He diligently played the piano and was selected for the prestigious concert. He goes jogging in the morning. He goes jogging in the morning. Annual astronomer, right? Annual astronomer, right? I take pictures with my camera. I take pictures with my camera. I want to go shopping, she said. I want to go shopping, she said. Shouldn't he be a physicist in 3 months? Shouldn't he be a physicist in 3 months? Shouldn't you be paired after a day? Shouldn't you be paired after a day? Sincere. Sincere. We admire his determination. We admire his determination. But we must be wary of the dangers. But we must be wary of the dangers. Didn't we matter 2 seconds ago? Didn't we matter 2 seconds ago? Should it be chosen? Should it be chosen? My wife went to her mother for 2 days. My wife went to her mother for 2 days. The new product was launched last week. The new product was launched last week. I wish I hadn't lost your phone. I wish I hadn't lost your phone. Renewable in 1 afternoon. Renewable in 1 afternoon. Is my stepmother the captain? Is my stepmother the captain? My alarm will go off in an hour. My alarm will go off in an hour. You are a loyal friend. You are a loyal friend. The cat sleeps in the sun. The cat sleeps in the sun. I bought some groceries from the market. I bought some groceries from the market. Is this the correct museum way? Is this the correct museum way? January is the first month of the year. January is the first month of the year. The coffee shop on the corner is more crowded than the one across the street. The coffee shop on the corner is more crowded than the one across the street. Wouldn't you be watching later at 3 a.m.? Wouldn't you be watching later at 3 a.m.? We are planning a trip to Europe next year. We are planning a trip to Europe next year. I will have lunch at 1 o'clock. I will have lunch at 1 o'clock. He will retire when he turns 60. He will retire when he turns 60. Your stepson is a model. Your stepson is a model. Was unorganized. Was unorganized. She devoted herself to a spa day. She devoted herself to a spa day. 2 days ago I had a hard time. 2 days ago I had a hard time. He can swim, his sister can swim too. He can swim, his sister can swim too. They will take the dog for a walk. They will take the dog for a walk. Should I go to school? Should I go to school? He reads the newspaper every morning. He reads the newspaper every morning. This is a healthy salad. This is a healthy salad. Can I taste this juice sample? Can I taste this juice sample? The team will work hard for the next match. The team will work hard for the next match. They are not connecting. They are not connecting. Congress passed a new law to address the problem. Congress passed a new law to address the problem. Will you mark it at dusk? Will you mark it at dusk? May I have your luggage tag, please? May I have your luggage tag, please? Sorry if I made you feel awkward. Sorry if I made you feel awkward. I have many values. I have many values. How are you going to work? How are you going to work? I can visit my family next weekend. I can visit my family next weekend. The company is expanding its business internationally. The company is expanding its business internationally. I'm here to see John. I'm here to see John. One, I don't want to lose my love to look good. One, I don't want to lose my love to look good. I'll be watching TV at 9 p.m. I'll be watching TV at 9 p.m. 3 days ago they were not complaining. 3 days ago they were not complaining. Would he hunt at sunrise? Would he hunt at sunrise? Do you speak English fluently? Do you speak English fluently? I must excuse the paints. I must excuse the paints. We went to the cinema to watch a new movie. We went to the cinema to watch a new movie. They have dinner at 6 p.m. They have dinner at 6 p.m. We were going to a concert in the music hall. We were going to a concert in the music hall. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. I think we need to find some solutions. I think we need to find some solutions. Was his uncle a controller? Was his uncle a controller? What are you going to eat? What are you going to eat? The dress is too big for her. The dress is too big for her. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. But during the time we worked, it mostly did the front-end work. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? They would repeat. They would repeat. Her brother-in-law is hardcover. Her brother-in-law is hardcover. While the results were disappointing, we learned valuable lessons. While the results were disappointing, we learned valuable lessons. If there's no chance of a storm, I'll go out. If there's no chance of a storm, I'll go out. He's practicing his basketball skills. He's practicing his basketball skills. When the movie is over, he will be watching for 2 hours. When the movie is over, he will be watching for 2 hours. How many fish are in the aquarium? How many fish are in the aquarium? I'm listening to music. I'm listening to music. Was his stepfather a urologist? Was his stepfather a urologist? Do you have any concerns? Do you have any concerns? Always understandable. Always understandable. Should not normally be a trainer. Should not normally be a trainer. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. He was able to fix the broken computer. He was able to fix the broken computer. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. Astronaut after 1 midnight. Astronaut after 1 midnight. How long will it stay? How long will it stay? Hot sausages. Hot sausages. I'm sorry if I startled you. I'm sorry if I startled you. I still have the car and I'm going to the shop. I still have the car and I'm going to the shop. The movie was watched by millions of people. The movie was watched by millions of people. Was his neighbor a draper? Was his neighbor a draper? Increase. Increase. I like fresh bread. I like fresh bread. My pleasure. My pleasure. Fruits contain seeds. Fruits contain seeds. If it's not cold, I'll go outside. If it's not cold, I'll go outside. She made a cake for her birthday. She made a cake for her birthday. As soon as the weather clears, we'll go for a walk. As soon as the weather clears, we'll go for a walk. The song the choir sang was incredibly beautiful. The song the choir sang was incredibly beautiful. Your nephew is a psychiatrist. Your nephew is a psychiatrist. He works hard to advance in his career. He works hard to advance in his career. I enjoy playing tennis and my sister likes it too. I enjoy playing tennis and my sister likes it too. They will be participating in a marathon next month. They will be participating in a marathon next month. I've been named Salesperson of the Month 3 times and won top sales awards several times. I've been named Salesperson of the Month 3 times and won top sales awards several times. The orthopedic surgeon will come to discuss your options. The orthopedic surgeon will come to discuss your options. Have you made any progress on your book? Have you made any progress on your book? I'll be working on this ticket when you start. I'll be working on this ticket when you start. They do not encourage. They do not encourage. My son came home yesterday. My son came home yesterday. They should not fly the traffic controller after 3 weeks. They should not fly the traffic controller after 3 weeks. We watched a football match on TV. We watched a football match on TV. Do we need to do anything? Do we need to do anything? Do you benefit? Do you benefit? I don't notice anything special about the subject at hand. I don't notice anything special about the subject at hand. He's late for the airport. He's late for the airport. If he doesn't hurry, he'll miss the bus. If he doesn't hurry, he'll miss the bus. Aware of the problem. Aware of the problem. He was happy to be promoted. He was happy to be promoted. Is your stepbrother a ranger? Is your stepbrother a ranger? Bus prices increased last week. Bus prices increased last week. Do you work weekends? Do you work weekends? Common rituals. Common rituals. I would go home. I would go home. He will start a new job next week. He will start a new job next week. Don't come late to class. Don't come late to class. He walked his dog in the park. He walked his dog in the park. When you return from your trip, I will have redecorated the house. When you return from your trip, I will have redecorated the house. Good morning, how are you today? Good morning, how are you today? My father is older than your father. My father is older than your father. Text. Text. Fruit salad. Fruit salad. Lately. Lately. Firstly. Firstly. 4 weeks later I'm laughing. 4 weeks later I'm laughing. Our children are illusionists. Our children are illusionists. Didn't we matter 2 seconds ago? Didn't we matter 2 seconds ago? Smooth. Smooth. Listening and speaking. Listening and speaking. The team's effort was deemed insufficient to win the match. The team's effort was deemed insufficient to win the match. Would do it later. Would do it later. Is there any food or drink you really miss when you're away from home? Is there any food or drink you really miss when you're away from home? Winter is the coldest season of the year. Winter is the coldest season of the year. I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith. When we arrived at the theater, the play had already begun. When we arrived at the theater, the play had already begun. They love to travel and explore new places. They love to travel and explore new places. He'll be away all week. He'll be away all week. We visited the museum many times. We visited the museum many times. Learns from time to time. Learns from time to time. Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? He studied French for 2 years. He studied French for 2 years. He was painting in art class. He was painting in art class. It's 1:45. It's 1:45. If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. We pride ourselves on being a local business. We pride ourselves on being a local business. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. Your mother-in-law is a travel agency. They will not encourage. They will not encourage. You saw my face. You saw my face. The doorbell rings loudly. The doorbell rings loudly. I don't understand. I don't understand. The letter was written to John. The letter was written to John. I am more valuable than you. I am more valuable than you. He wishes he could play the guitar. He wishes he could play the guitar. I can go home. I can go home. They did not work as a team and as a result the project failed. They did not work as a team and as a result the project failed. Relevant information is essential for making informed decisions. Relevant information is essential for making informed decisions. Can behave. Can behave. He had finished his homework before the deadline. He had finished his homework before the deadline. They studied English for a long time. They studied English for a long time. Consistency in study will lead to better grades. Consistency in study will lead to better grades. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. Shouldn't you suggest? Shouldn't you suggest? Can I renew after 3 weeks? Can I renew after 3 weeks? I have toothache. I have toothache. He missed the bus because he left home late. He missed the bus because he left home late. The best way to calm a crying baby is to gently shake it. The best way to calm a crying baby is to gently shake it. I shouldn't be following the sunrise. I shouldn't be following the sunrise. We should apologize for our mistake. We should apologize for our mistake. He often goes to the library. He often goes to the library. He likes to go to the gym to exercise. He likes to go to the gym to exercise. You rarely go to the gym. You rarely go to the gym. Partnership. Partnership. Do you have a car for people? Do you have a car for people? I am going to mosque. I am going to mosque. They don't get cold. They don't get cold. We will not defend on a daily basis. We will not defend on a daily basis. She had already finished cooking when the guests arrived. She had already finished cooking when the guests arrived. The train arrives at the station. The train arrives at the station. He will play the piano every day. He will play the piano every day. Can arrest. Can arrest. We shouldn't say 1 hour later. We shouldn't say 1 hour later. They return 2 weeks later. They return 2 weeks later. Why I will be angry. Why I will be angry. You can give a job. You can give a job. He has $24. He has $24. You can adapt after one night. You can adapt after one night. They need help. They need help. The teacher who teaches math is very strict. The teacher who teaches math is very strict. I will have completed the project before the specified date. I will have completed the project before the specified date. They were dancing and having fun at the party. They were dancing and having fun at the party. How many do you want? How many do you want? How often does he take pictures? How often does he take pictures? Will he pay? Will he pay? January is the first month of the year. January is the first month of the year. I enjoy solving puzzles even though it is challenging. I enjoy solving puzzles even though it is challenging. His half-brother was a shoemaker. His half-brother was a shoemaker. The computer was accidentally shut down. The computer was accidentally shut down. The party is on July 25th. The party is on July 25th. I can't publish. I can't publish. We have a party on Friday night. We have a party on Friday night. Won't he speak at dawn? Won't he speak at dawn? Wouldn't they seldom take notes? Wouldn't they seldom take notes? We don't die every year. We don't die every year. They may forget to bring their passports. They may forget to bring their passports. When did you come? When did you come? It won't always work. It won't always work. Work together. Work together. Breach. Breach. I do not exclude. I do not exclude. Do you mind if I examine your ears? Do you mind if I examine your ears? He is as fast as you. He is as fast as you. May not connect. May not connect. Black shoes are smaller than brown ones. Black shoes are smaller than brown ones. White is the color of the abdomen. White is the color of the abdomen. Could not appear. Could not appear. Can they always wonder? Can they always wonder? The weather was sunny during our vacation. The weather was sunny during our vacation. Despite the distance, they maintained a strong friendship. Despite the distance, they maintained a strong friendship. We must become scientists every year. We must become scientists every year. I have to buy a new shirt. I have to buy a new shirt. Should carry. Should carry. Can you spare some time for me? Can you spare some time for me? I'm going to have to miss your concert because I have to work. I'm going to have to miss your concert because I have to work. If it's cold, wear a hat and gloves. If it's cold, wear a hat and gloves. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? By the time I finish this book, I will have read 100 pages. By the time I finish this book, I will have read 100 pages. The team will play tomorrow. The team will play tomorrow. I wrote the article. I wrote the article. Should we strictly follow these rules? Should we strictly follow these rules? The children ate the cake. The children ate the cake. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. The keys are in the drawer. The keys are in the drawer. Did you roll? Did you roll? Basketball players will practice shooting for hours. Basketball players will practice shooting for hours. After 4 months, you are not a manicurist. After 4 months, you are not a manicurist. He takes a nap every afternoon. He takes a nap every afternoon. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. Will you come to the concert with us? Will you come to the concert with us? Do you mean this? Do you mean this? The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. Sarah enjoys cooking delicious meals for her family. Sarah enjoys cooking delicious meals for her family. Will he comment on last year? Will he comment on last year? I come to school before 8 a.m. I come to school before 8 a.m. He studied Spanish for 3 years. He studied Spanish for 3 years. The flowers are beautiful. The flowers are beautiful. Can you help me with this project? Can you help me with this project? Will he become a foreman in 3 months? Will he become a foreman in 3 months? His half-brother is a blacksmith. His half-brother is a blacksmith. If he hadn't fallen, he would have won the race. If he hadn't fallen, he would have won the race. Will there be a photographer? Will there be a photographer? 21st century. 21st century. The doctor ordered some physical therapy for you. The doctor ordered some physical therapy for you. Will you pick me up from the airport? Will you pick me up from the airport? Do you see? Do you see? Was our aunt a scientist? Was our aunt a scientist? Shouldn't he be a marketer in 5 seconds? Shouldn't he be a marketer in 5 seconds? The professor will have finished the assignment by the time he receives it. The professor will have finished the assignment by the time he receives it. I always brush my teeth before going to bed. I always brush my teeth before going to bed. I just had lunch. I just had lunch. I'm going for a walk. I'm going for a walk. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. Can't I suffer? Can't I suffer? Wound. Wound. Can you pass me the vacuum cleaner? Can you pass me the vacuum cleaner? It may be sunny tomorrow. It may be sunny tomorrow. Let me know if you need to talk. Let me know if you need to talk. Why don't we watch a football match on TV? Why don't we watch a football match on TV? 2 houses beyond description. 2 houses beyond description. Why did you come? Why did you come? Are their husbands bankers? Are their husbands bankers? The shop is around the corner. The shop is around the corner. 5 p.m. they didn't bother. 5 p.m. they didn't bother. Didn't work out? Didn't work out? I am available. I am available. Sorry, we don't have any available rooms. Sorry, we don't have any available rooms. Can we finish this project by the end of the week? Can we finish this project by the end of the week? You didn't wear it before at 3 a.m. You didn't wear it before at 3 a.m. She couldn't find her wallet in her purse. She couldn't find her wallet in her purse. We used to beat it every year. We used to beat it every year. I diligently tried to play the guitar, and as a result, I improved my skills. I diligently tried to play the guitar, and as a result, I improved my skills. You are not a monthly nurse. You are not a monthly nurse. My teacher likes to read educational books. My teacher likes to read educational books. You may have a cough when you have a cold. You may have a cough when you have a cold. The mistake was made by me. The mistake was made by me. May rise. May rise. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. Can you hope in the afternoon? Can you hope in the afternoon? Go on, please. Go on, please. The cat is chasing the mouse. The cat is chasing the mouse. Was his uncle a greengrocer? Was his uncle a greengrocer? They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. Who will clean this up? Who will clean this up? How was your exam? How was your exam? Well noted. Well noted. They often go to the beach in the summer. They often go to the beach in the summer. The dog brings a stick. The dog brings a stick. You will need to book a hotel for the trip. You will need to book a hotel for the trip. We must cooperate more effectively to achieve our goals. We must cooperate more effectively to achieve our goals. Where are you from? I'm from Turkey. Where are you from? I'm from Turkey. We're throwing a party this weekend. We're throwing a party this weekend. Do you have to analyze? Do you have to analyze? Will it not produce? Will it not produce? I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. I don't have money to buy a new car. I don't have money to buy a new car. Can I be a sociologist from time to time? Can I be a sociologist from time to time? I enjoy making new recipes. I enjoy making new recipes. Why are you so angry with me? Why are you so angry with me? My close plans. My close plans. Are you depressed? Are you depressed? If I had more free time, I would read more books. If I had more free time, I would read more books. He can fix the broken lamp. He can fix the broken lamp. The streets were flooded after the storm. The streets were flooded after the storm. Do we need to diversify? Do we need to diversify? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. He is a hard-working person. He is a hard-working person. Mustn't find out now. Mustn't find out now. I can be a travel agent at sunrise. I can be a travel agent at sunrise. Stop your car. Stop your car. He will retire next year. He will retire next year. Don't think right away. Don't think right away. My goal is to work hard. My goal is to work hard. The report provides an overview of research on the impact of social media on children and adolescents. The report provides an overview of research on the impact of social media on children and adolescents. I'll be there on time, he said. I'll be there on time, he said. There is no chair in the room. There is no chair in the room. We went for a drink after the concert. We went for a drink after the concert. It consists of 3 parts. It consists of 3 parts. Did they count at 2 midnight before? Did they count at 2 midnight before? Opinion. Opinion. I'm not a criminal, I'm just curious. I'm not a criminal, I'm just curious. Whose watch is this? Whose watch is this? We were looking forward to going home as we worked at the office all day. We were looking forward to going home as we worked at the office all day. I wish I didn't have to wait in line. I wish I didn't have to wait in line. Wouldn't I be a homeowner every day? Wouldn't I be a homeowner every day? Email sent by mistake. Email sent by mistake. I'm in the next room. I'm in the next room. We often go swimming in the summer. We often go swimming in the summer. The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. You will be a poet in a month. You will be a poet in a month. How many glasses are in the kitchen cabinet? How many glasses are in the kitchen cabinet? He won the first prize in the competition. He won the first prize in the competition. It can be poison. It can be poison. He likes to meditate to relax. He likes to meditate to relax. It's a rainy day. It's a rainy day. I must let you know at dusk. I must let you know at dusk. He is an engineer and designs new technologies. He is an engineer and designs new technologies. Have you blamed before? Have you blamed before? You look beautiful tonight. You look beautiful tonight. He took a photography course and learned how to take great photos. He took a photography course and learned how to take great photos. On family trips, you go to the zoo. On family trips, you go to the zoo. My cousin likes to take pictures. My cousin likes to take pictures. The party starts at 2000. The party starts at 2000. The girl who plays the piano is very talented. The girl who plays the piano is very talented. The cat is chasing the mouse. The cat is chasing the mouse. We went canoeing on the lake and saw beautiful views. We went canoeing on the lake and saw beautiful views. You are responsible. You are responsible. To join. To join. Went to school. Went to school. What can I get for you? What can I get for you? He played chess with his grandfather. He played chess with his grandfather. You don't get off the ship after one night. You don't get off the ship after one night. The musician will compose a new song tonight. The musician will compose a new song tonight. Do you have any food? Do you have any food? Here you are. Here you are. Conclusion. Conclusion. We need to finish this project before the given date. We need to finish this project before the given date. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. We met them at the party. We met them at the party. We live in a big city. We live in a big city. Steering wheel. Steering wheel. How many apples do you buy from the market? How many apples do you buy from the market? Did you run in the marathon? Did you run in the marathon? I'm planning to go to a cooking class. I'm planning to go to a cooking class. They're going camping next month. They're going camping next month.